Hello, everybody. I'm Prakriti from Let's OTT, and this is Let's Connect. Today, we have the very beautiful Poppy Jabbal with us. Poppy has done a lot of movies. She is seen in many advertisements, and she's also a famous name on the OTT platform. So, hi, Poppy. How are you?
I'm very good, Prakriti. Lovely to speak to you once again. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I hope I did justice to your introduction.
Absolutely, you did. I think you overdid it a bit.
No, you're too modest to say that. I have to add that you've done such amazing work, and today you are here with us talking about your work.
Yes.
Life is coming back to track slowly and steadily, but yes, it is coming.
Yes. Yes. I think it should just be like a fast train and it should come really fast now.
Really fast now, I can understand.
Yeah.
So, what's on your platter right now? What are you doing, Poppy? What's your next web series?
There is something which is going to release very soon. I finished shooting for it. I have already. It's called Udan Patola, and I shot this with Applause. And Applause has a couple of new, very good shows on different OTT platforms. So I'm just waiting for that one to come out. That's a big one for me.
Okay, tell me about your role in that one.
See, honestly, I can't talk much about it because it's still not out. But yeah, I mean, it's a city character. I can say that it's a city character, and it's somebody that who every girl would relate to. Yeah, I think we needed something like this, and it's a story of four girls. So that's all that I can say. But yeah, I'm just like really waiting for it to come out now.
Okay, so are you shooting for something right now?
I was shooting for a film actually in Punjab, and then of course Corona happened, and we're just about to resume it very soon. On OTT again, I was supposed to shoot something in December, but let's see. I'm just kind of keeping my fingers crossed that that kind of doesn't get pushed because it's everything like now the permissions and whatever's going
I know.
on. People have started shooting, but it's taking a bit of time.
How would you tell me that? How has COVID affected the OTT industry?
COVID has, in fact, there's been a positive wave in the OTT industry because, of course, what's happened is that, of course, during COVID, television industry was not working, so people had to just rely on OTT platforms, and
Absolutely.
OTT had a lot to offer. So a lot of shows which were already made and which just had to be finished and packaged, and the deals were supposed to be done. Like they were just like at the brim of getting done. Everything was done. Everything was put onto OTT, and we had like a lot of material to watch. So now we have realized that people are hooked onto internet. Like somebody like my parents are hooked onto internet as well, and so it gives us a bigger diaspora of people to kind of make shows for, and the Indian audience is also kind of just accepting a lot of global shows. So I think it's a great time to be on OTT, and COVID has done some wonderful things for OTT especially.
That's great. Poppy, you've also worked
Yes,
in
but
different.
also there's a negative thing. The budgets have dropped crazily because people haven't worked for 6 months, and the new productions which are starting, I think they have kind of just reduced the budgets and stuff. So I think it's about kickstarting the engine again.
If you would share, how much has been the shift, the drop from
See, honestly, I can't say how much has been the shift because it's different for different people. Like, smaller shows are more affected than bigger
the
shows. But
bigger ones?
yes,
Yeah.
I can say that there's been a cut for everybody, like everybody.
You worked in different platforms, and how is it different when you work in OTT than in a movie or than in an advertisement? How is it different?
OTT as a medium, it's like a film, but there are a lot of rehearsals. There are a lot of how do I say it? We have meetings, we have reading sessions, and we rehearse a lot. We know what we are doing, and for ads. Of course, it's very different. You just do an audition, you're selected, whether you fit the category of the product or not. If somebody can see me selling a Parle G biscuit or a Domino's pizza,
Yeah.
wherever my face matches. So that's very different because you just get onto the set and you shoot, as the director says. But OTT, you know what it is. Like, you are very clear of your lines. The actors on OTT are well rehearsed, well prepared, at least the ones that I've worked with. And it's nice because, it's fun to work like that. And on films again, so with films, what's happened is I have worked with people who have already been like the stalwarts of film industry, especially in Punjab. So they have their way of working, and of course they've had years of experience, and I'm pretty new in comparison to them. So they have their easy way of working where they know what they're doing. But somebody like me who comes more from an OTT background where, I need to do my homework and stuff, that's not the same thing in films, at least in Punjab.
Okay.
So here the scripts are given, scripts are read, rehearsals are done there. It's just like
it's very impromptu.
Very intuitive. Yeah, very impromptu and very intuitive, which also I like a lot because, a lot of things can be done really well that way.
Okay. Going back in time, when you did your first OTT, which was that show?
My first OTT show and my first film happened at the same time within a gap of 15 days, actually. So that was like a huge comparison. So my first show was called Lost and Found, which is still on Sony Live. It was directed by Kaizad Gustad, who's an Indian filmmaker. So it was a lot of fun because, we don't shoot it as episodes, though there are episodes. It was like shooting a film, and it was a lot of fun. And it was a new thing, that a new gen wave, which was kind of, there in the market of doing OTT.
This
things.
happened in which
OTT
year?
platform.
It would be 16.
Sorry, 2016 it came out. Yeah, I shot my first film, which came out in 2017, and the show came out in 2016.
Yeah. Okay. So how did you get that show?
I happened to meet the director. They were looking for somebody. I auditioned for it. They liked me. Then the director was not convinced. Then he told me to do the audition. Then he got convinced. And then we kept on building up on the script. And it was a great teamwork because the script was written in English and we were kind of changing it in Hindi. So we were like, I was there right from the very beginning of the scripting stage. And it was fantastic working with Kaizad because, again, it was really impromptu. Like, he was very open to anything and everything that the actors wanted to do. And these kind of directors I love because, it's an open playground. You generally don't have boundaries. So it's fantastic.
Okay. Tell me about your struggle. How did the next show happen? And how many shows have you auditioned? And what has happened and what has not happened?
A lot has not happened. A lot has not happened. Sometimes I think after that I did Broken. I was not very convinced about doing Broken. I haven't said this before because it was the role of a pregnant girl and stuff. And I was like, I don't want to be typecasted just in case. I knew I was doing OTT, but still, people do typecast you, but I was really wrong. I was really, really wrong. I'm so thankful that, good sense prevailed and I did that show because it's been one of my best shows and the most appreciated ones. That happened with a lot of back and forth, and then the season 2 came out, and then when it came to Udan Patola, it was happening, then it was not happening for me. I was in the US. I think I auditioned for it like at least 5 times with different people, and I was in the US and I was in Vegas, and I got a call from them saying that, will you just send us the tape? I said, yeah. So I did audition from Vegas and I sent them the tape. And when I came back, they were like, yes. Then there was a no. Then again, there was a yes. So it was like dilly-dallying and stuff. And then, of course, we shot it. So these things keep on happening on OTT. I'm sure it happens everywhere. A lot of shows haven't materialized as well. I was about to do another show on Netflix and that didn't happen. So yeah, I mean, it keeps on happening, and one just needs to kind of go forward. Yeah.
You're doing so well on OTT. So what message do you want to give to these struggling actors who are still finding work? They're having small roles or they're looking at big things. What is your advice to them?
Honestly, even I'm looking at big things. It never ends, I guess. It never ends. And that's the life of an actor. And we just can't stop. I mean, there are days where we don't feel good. We don't feel well about how things are going and whether we will have work tomorrow, we will not have work tomorrow. But there's always a brighter side to look at it. We may have work tomorrow and we may have the biggest work possible tomorrow. So I think that's what keeps us going. And we all have to be in the race, because the minute we lose the race. If you come out of the race, then there is no race.
That is
So
okay.
just keep at it.
Tell me about yourself. What do you love watching on OTT?
Oh, I watch a lot, like a lot, and different things. I watch a lot of girly things, like I'm watching Emily in Paris right now.
Okay.
I am watching something called Selling Sunset, which is on Netflix, and it's about these four girls who are actually estate agents in LA, and they're selling houses, and these amazing multi-million dollar houses, and it's amazing. I'm watching that, and then I watched something really nice which has really touched me, and it's a Scam on Sony Live. It's a story in Harshad Mehta,
Harshad,
and the
I'm watching
actors
that
are
too.
phenomenal, like
No.
phenomenal, especially the lead actor. Amazing.
So also I wanted to ask that you watch so much. Which is that one role that you wish I want to do this, or I wish I could do this?
There's so many, I just wish, like, if Sex and the City was made again and I could be Sarah Jessica Parker. Like, there are things that you don't outgrow ever, and the day I'm feeling really dull and I don't know what to do, I just like switch on an episode of Sex and the City, and I just feel like, yeah, I'm in Wonderland, and that's what I love. And I wish if that's kind of remade, and if I could do that part, it would be amazing.
Which makers do you want to work with?
Everybody, especially the new age ones, like everybody, because they're doing such great work right now. Like when I see a Scam or when I see an Andekhi, I've in fact worked with the writer of Andekhi. My first film was written by Mohinder ji, and I think this new wave of new work and new people, that's just impressing me a lot.
Yeah, so it does. It's such fresh content coming up. The audience is hooked. We've never seen all this before.
Absolutely.
Which is that one genre you would never want to do? You would never want to step in that estate that, okay, I will never do something like that.
I haven't thought of that. I know what I would want to do. I don't know what I wouldn't want to do.
Okay, so you don't have boundaries in that aspect.
Yeah, I have never thought of anything that that I don't want to do this. Maybe as characters, maybe like I think that the way somebody looks, maybe it may be very difficult for me to portray a girl from South India. Maybe, I'm just saying, maybe it may not be right as well, or maybe play a certain part physically. But apart from that, no. I would actually maybe just love to do something like even a Bhojpuri dialect or something. It would be so amazing. It's so cool to do something like that.
Damn, you know Punjabi, you know English, you know Hindi. Now you want to go to Bhojpuri.
Yeah, I just give you an example. I'm not very great with languages, but
you
yeah,
want to learn it,
it's
yeah?
just something I can. I'm like open to learning. Yeah. I can do French cinema. If somebody just tells me and gives me work in French cinema, I would just love to be a trade or two and just kind of,
What do you do the whole day? Like you're not shooting now. What do you do the whole day?
I clean. I clean a lot. So I have OCD, and it's really funny. I'm going to share something with you. Today in the morning, I was just going through Facebook and I read this article that there's this Instagrammer. There is this house help in the US, and she has some million followers on Instagram because she tells people how to clean and with what to clean. So I was just going through it, and I sent it to a few friends, and it was so satisfying looking at the way she was cleaning things. So I clean a lot. I have started cooking a lot these days because of course it's been quarantine and I have had no help, and plus I'm on a diet, so I can make my own food now. I bake a lot. I make a lot of cakes now, and people don't complain about my food, which is great. I don't read as much. Like I don't. I need to find a book which kind of really attracts me. I really like to read autobiographies and biographies of famous people. That's what I do.
Okay. Ending this interview, I just want your 5 shows or 5 movies that you would suggest me on OTT.
I saw something called Coppenham yesterday on Amazon Prime. That was fantastic. A story of a young boy. That is one. Scam is definitely 2. What else have I watched? Selling Sunset is something that's very girly. I love it. Emily in Paris is also a lot of fun. Like, you can just watch it. Then there is, what else have I watched recently? Oh, I'm watching this Tehran on Apple TV. Oh my God, you have to watch it. It's a Mossad story, a spy story. Amazing. A Spy is also very good. There's just too many. I have too many.
But thank you so much. Thank you for being with us, Poppy. Thank you for giving us the binge list. It's so great to talk to you. We wish you all the best.
Same here.
And we hope to talk to you very soon when you have your next show,
yes.
when we can watch your next show. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care. Be safe. Bye.
You too. Be safe. Bye.